What up everybody, this is Carlos, the Texas Squeegee, and I'm back. All right, in this video, we're taking this truck right behind me. We are putting the most advanced type of window tint called NANO Ceramic window film. Now this one has extreme heat protection, but before we do that, we are doing a heat test to show the difference before and after, so you guys back home will know what to expect if you get NANO Ceramic Tint coming up next. All right, now before we put the NANO Ceramic Tint installation on this truck, we're gonna do a heat test so we can have a reference point when we do after, and we measure the heat protection afterwards. So this is the infrared heat lamp. This one puts out the heat. This right here measures the amount of heat coming through. The higher the number, the hotter it is. So we're gonna put it outside on that gasket so that it's not moving around. It's pretty stable right there. And I'm gonna position that meter right over here. So the sun will do about 250, 275. So this is actually letting in a lot of heat. We're gonna come back after we do the installation of the NANO Ceramic and see what kind of numbers we're gonna get with this one. All right, so now that we're back, we're gonna go check it out with the heat protection and see what kind of difference with this one to the stock glass. So again, I'm putting this one up in that gasket. This one, the higher the number, the hotter it's gonna be. So we're gonna put that, turn this thing on, and we're gonna measure it right there. And that's the difference between stock glass and NANO Ceramic on a truck. Now we still got to do the rest of the truck here. We got to do the rest of the sides, the rear, and the full front windshield with a clear ceramic, which most people don't even know that you could even do. But when we do it, we're going to come back and do the heat test and show you guys back home the kind of difference you can get with NANO Ceramic on your front windshield. Squeegee that. All right, so a common procedure that we do here at Texas Tint Masters whenever we do the window tint install is we use these dash covers right here. Now this is designed to put on the door panels and on the seats, anywhere that we are gonna put a lot of water or put some tools down. This is designed to protect the vehicle from any damage once it comes in the shop, because ultimately it's coming in here and getting turned back in better than when it came in. So this is a way that we protect the vehicles. It's really important here in the shop that everybody follows this, because ultimately we don't want to scratch anything up or mess up any electronics from too much water. So. So one of the big risks with installing window film on a full front windshield like this is the amount of water that you use in order to place the film on there can actually potentially risk and mess up the computers that are down here all along that bottom, because the water is going to run down. So the way that we protect this is we actually put a dash towel like this. Now this prevents the water from seeping through. On the other side, you have a microfiber rope like this that is threaded into the towel itself. Now what this does is all the water that is being squeegeed down right back here, it prevents it from getting through, because that's where it'll damage a lot of stuff. Once it gets through and it gets into certain computers and electronics, it's done for. So this is the way that we protect it. We do a ton of these and we've never had an issue because it's all in the prep work. People think that if you know how to tint, you can do a windshield, and it's a little bit different. This is a lot different beast. The risks associated with this is a whole lot different. So. All right, so a common question that we get is what to do about windshield stickers whenever you have film installed on it. So we'll take our registration tag right here, and this is what we equip the customers with. This is a static clean sheet. Now what you do is you put your stickers on this one, you make sure it stick on there pretty good like that. And then what you do is you grab a little corner like this and you pull it back. So this part goes through the trash. This is what you're actually going to want. Now the reason why the static cleaning is useful in this particular case is because the sticker itself can stick onto anything like that, and it doesn't mess them up whenever you have to pull them back. Like, it's not going to mess up the film because it's not using glue to stick on there. So you put it on there anywhere, and this is what we put on the windshield so that they become removable every year, that you won't have to swap them out and you won't have to mess up your film on it.
All
All right, so before we send the vehicles back out to the customer to be delivered, we have a process for which we turn the vehicles in. Now, a lot of it has to do with us putting together and making it look really nice, the presentation package. Part of it is that we condition and shine all the door panels so that it restores that color, but it's also a conditioner so that over time it doesn't dry up and crack because of solar exposure. The other thing that we do, and one of the unique things that we do, is we actually do the heat test as well. Now, what the heat test does is it actually tells you the exact performance numbers of heat rejection that you get on your actual windows. This is something that we do just to give the customer or the client a peace of mind of knowing exactly what they got put on their vehicle, because a lot of times there is a ceramic tint scam where some people will sell you the film but they won't install it. This allows us to show people the amount of performance you're getting on your actual vehicle. We include this with all of our installs at Texas Tint Masters. All right, so now that we've got the truck sitting outside, since we did the full windshield with the clear ceramic film, we're gonna do a heat test using the actual sun. So I'm holding that meter out. So this is reading at around 212 BTUs, which just means thermal units, it's just heat. And we put it through that windshield, the same exact angle. And again, back out. That's bare sun right there, and then this is through the NANO Ceramic Clear on the front windshield. Another way that you can maximize whenever you put ceramic tint on your car or truck, it's insulated, it's insulation for your glass. The way that you can maximize it is whenever you turn your vehicle on and you have your AC system on, the physics of how air works is cold air sinks, hot air rises. A lot of times what ends up happening with vehicles is when you're sitting and driving, a lot of the heat will actually build up right up here. So the way that you counter it is you point your AC, your vents, have them pointing up so that it cools the vehicle from the top down. This allows the vehicle to be more climate controlled much more effectively, so you can maximize your use of NANO Ceramic Tint. All right, now just to show you for reference point, I'm gonna show you the difference between a regular tint versus a nano ceramic. So this one right here, this is the darkest of the regular tint. This is a clear ceramic that we usually put on the windshields. Now we're gonna measure it using the actual heat, the sun. So that's the sun measuring, that's the heat measuring from the sun. This is the regular tint. So it brings it down by a little bit. This is the ceramic tint. Back to the regular and the ceramic, even though completely different colors. So the reason why it does this is because ceramic tint has special infrared blockers. Now, infrared light is what carries most of the heat whenever you're standing in the sun and you feel that heat coming through. This one does not have that. Therefore, that's why this one, even though it's clear, blocks out a lot more heat than this one that's dark. Dark doesn't always mean more heat. So make sure you get ceramic if you're looking for maximum heat protection. All right, so now you know what to expect when you get the advanced nano ceramic tint in the world. So if you want to get something like this done and get tintified, visit TexasTintMasters.com to keep watching some more of the top tint videos on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel down below. Leave your comments in the comment section. This has been Carlos, the Texas Squeegee, signing off, and I'll see you on the next one. Squeegee that.